My dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Today's song is Exile by Bon Iver, okay, and Taylor Swift, obviously. The song is playing in the background. You guys can hear it. I feel like Christmas time could be relevant. You could be sad, you could be Capricorn, and they want to meet you during Christmas time, or they were crashing out during Christmas time, okay? Song in question, again, Exile. The specifics here. A Saggy could be relevant, a Cancer could be relevant, placements, good or bad, could be relevant, okay? Irene, cousin, is relevant, okay? Daniel, name, could be relevant. And lastly, we got anxiety, okay? So we got a masculine, a feminine here, going through it, feeling exiled, feeling like life is going through hell, is in hell right now, because you guys are not in contact, because you don't want to deal with them. You could be feeling this way, they could be feeling this way, okay? Something about Saturday. Something happened on Saturday. Child, hold up. What happened? What happened on Saturday? Well, it's still relevant on Saturday. I don't know if it was Christmas time last year, Saturday last week, this Saturday. Saturday is relevant here. We got this one here. So somebody's looking into something. I feel like it's curiosity, but also nosiness. 44 could be relevant, age or timeline, as in 44 days, okay? 44 hours. But yeah, something about Saturday where somebody is very curious or very nosy, okay? It has to do with some hardships. It has to do in relation to love. I don't know if it's the cousin that looked into something, created something, observing something, evil eye something happened on a Saturday where somebody was curious, nosy in relation to this love and the trials, tribulations, drama, chaos, hardship that took place between you and this person, okay? Somebody also has issues with their lung. This could be why somebody has anxiety. Somebody shut down very easy. Somebody's very cold, very reserved, withdrawn. Somebody went into depression on Saturday. I feel like somebody had like a mental breakdown, crash out on Saturday as well, because somebody was curious about something. They didn't understand why it took. Why? They didn't understand something, okay? Why didn't they understand? So we got this card here. So it was kind of like this. So let's read it together. So about being an option, about a decision that was made, about being strung along, about one night stand. Okay, I don't know if they give you mixed signals or you gave them mixed signals, okay? But somebody doesn't understand and they found out or they realized something during Saturday about this. Okay, or maybe they realized they don't want to be in this, or maybe they realized that they were always in this energy when it came to you, as in they could have perceived you stringing them along. They could perceive you not wanting anything serious. They could have perceived you having many options, or this is what they did and somebody is crashing out, or they crashed out on Saturday when it came to this specific energy on this card. Okay, for some of you guys weren't serious, but it didn't dawn on them that it was karmic, that it was unserious. I feel like somebody was more invested emotionally and they thought it was mutual, like you guys were on the same page, but up until Saturday, somebody was like, oh my god, this is not what I want, or this is not what I meant, this is not my intention, this is not what I want or wanted, okay? Okay, I mean, now somebody's like upset, but I feel like they're upset with themselves. Okay, this could be the same person, like, no, we're cool, we're having fun. But then on Saturday, something happened and they're like fucking crashing out. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, so, I feel like somebody feels like it's giving Twilight Zone. They're not quite understanding why things are turning out the way. Why is giving karmic. I kind of feel like somebody's upset with themselves because of their decision. I know they're trying to figure out, nosy, curious on how to fix it or why it went that way or something. Okay. If you're dealing with what happened on Saturday, let's just give you an advice card because I feel like it's giving drama. Okay. I feel like someone didn't turn out things to be so chaotic, but this is supposed to. I'm gonna just say this: whatever you want to happen, whatever you want in your life, you can have it. And if it plays out the way it's playing out, for better or worse, it's for a reason. Okay, every action has a consequence. Okay, so I guess. Okay, let's move on. Let's start with Irene. What's up with this energy? Cousin. You could be the cousin. It could be their cousin, a cousin that has this name, Irene. Okay. What's up with this person? So we got the Sun card. Okay. So she's very happy. You're very happy. This cousin is very happy. Okay. This cousin is very happy when it comes to family. Their family. You as a family. Maybe Irene is the cousin that loves you best from your soulmate's family. Their favorite cousin loved you. Irene is like, you better go and get your soulmate, okay? However, they thought that they would have anxiety about something, but they don't. Maybe they thought they would be alone, and maybe they thought you would be alone, right? Sleepless nights, confused, not having a solid partner, and now Irene is like, you do, and they're really happy. Or Irene is trying to set you up with somebody, okay? If your name is Irene, you have to let go of something. Mindset, place, habit. If you're dealing with Irene, you're blessed. You're at peace, okay? But maybe they don't want you to have love. Irene could also be jealous. Like, I'm getting two different energies. For some of you guys, Irene is the cousin that loves this soulmate, okay? And for others, Irene is the cousin that hates this soulmate. So like if you're watching for Aaron or Austin or Jeremiah, Irene is like, I fucking hate them, okay? But then you also have, I fucking love Austin, Jeremiah, and Aaron, okay? So it goes two ways. You got a jealous, envious cousin, and you also have a cousin that loves the person that you're gonna end up with, dealing with, in love with, in relationship with, okay? That's the energy I'm giving. If you have the jealous, envious cousin, aka Irene, I need you to set some boundaries, collective, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Is anything like, maybe, because I will say this, I got the name Irene and then right after Daniel. So Daniel, if you're watching, Irene could be loving your new person, but they also could be jealous, okay? So one or the other, okay? I also feel like Irene is a little bit controlling, okay? So let's pull some cards for Irene, the cousin. So we got the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag could be relevant, or somebody that's very honest, humble. So King of Wands is fire sign male. In tarot, for me, it's like somebody that is very goal oriented, ambitious, driven, go-getter, trendsetter, businessman. In tarot, based on online, it says it's like somebody that is a family man, very honest. I think that's where I got the humble from. No shade, but fire signs are very blunt. I wouldn't say if it's honest, but they're very blunt. I would give it that. But yeah, I say this to say somebody could be Spanish as well. But in terms of Irene, I feel like she wanted you to not have this person. Yeah, something about Irene not accepting your soulmate, okay? Because they were jealous and envious of your soulmate, okay? I think that's the energy we're tapping into. Yeah, something about you being a fire sign is also annoying to them. Listen, we got this one here, which is fire sign female, the counterfeit of the King of Wands. So Irene, this cousin that's hating, that's evil eyeing, feel like you're toxic or karmic towards their cousin. Meanwhile, they're the one that's jealous and envious. Somebody could also be Hispanic. Anyways, like I said, set boundaries, because the biggest supporters is their biggest hater. Now, the Queen of Wands, fire sign feminine, could also be somebody that's very loyal, ambitious, driven. They say what they want. They don't do no bullshit. Also very blunt, very extroverted in nature. Okay, always there for everybody. Independent, that type of energy. So this is a pair. Okay, this is a union here. And then we got Irene hating, thinking that you, whether you're a fire sign or somebody that is you are independent, okay? You actually probably don't need their cousin, but your cousin and you fell in love. Or let me just say, the cousin fucking fell in love with you. And this Irene, this cousin is hating, okay? They hate that you're mysterious. They hate that you're beautiful. They hate that you're go-getter. They hate that you're independent. They hate that you could survive without their cousin, okay? And they couldn't, okay? Maybe you put Irene on their place and Irene feels some type of way. Hence the hating, hence the jealousy, okay? Irene is not ready to let it go. They're going to hold this on, and if we ever got together long term, they're going to hold this resentment for a long time. I wanted to say until you die, but like for a long time, because there's something about you as a fire sign feminine dealing with this fire sign male, or just you being you and your masculine being your masculine. They don't have to be a fire sign, that is really irritating this cousin, aka Irene, okay? So it's, I don't know, it's funny to me. Irene could be younger than you, and Irene could be the reason why your person even have anxiety, because they could have been in your person's ear, aka this masculine, about you, saying a bunch of bullshit, you know, and this is why they have anxiety and thinking that, oh my god, they know more than me. Maybe that's his female confidant, and it's all lies to keep you guys separated. Not me getting frustrated. Not me getting frustrated. The fuck? Listen. Boundaries needs to be set with this Irene person collective. I kid you not. Y'all really on some bullshit. I don't like it. Okay? Now, if your name is, especially if your name is Daniel, because that's the name on the list here on my phone, you really need to cut them off. I don't think boundaries will help, because the way this cousin is moving, or this Irene, it's gonna be your guys' downfall. Okay? I kind of feel like, especially if your name is Daniel, that your person is letting you be you and free, and this Irene don't like this. I kind of feel like Irene has some sort of codependent like liability to you or something. It's weird, it's odd, I don't like it, okay? It's odd, okay? It's almost like they want, if you're watching Daniel, it's almost like Irene want you. It's giving that type of energy. I don't know. Like all you to yourself. There are some people like that, and it's giving incestuous trauma bonding, okay? Where it's like, when you become your own person, your mother has the issue letting you go, or your dad, or in this case, the cousin has the issue letting you go, because that means they won't have access to whatever you did for them, whether it's resources, whether it's time, you know, whatever the case may be. As soon as you step into your own in front of somebody else, and whomever within the family, external or not, in this case the cousin, they're gonna feel like abandoned. Listen, if your name is Daniel, especially you, if that name, listen, because we're gonna shuffle on you next. Next, I need you to cut them off, or Irene off. Sorry, okay, or this cousin, because they're really not for your highest and best good. I feel like you didn't see it because you always like family first or whatever, but it's a no. Okay, especially if your name is Daniel. On that note, Daniel, so we're gonna pull some cards for you. So we got this one here. If you're dealing with Daniel or vice versa, this person don't want to be separated anymore. Don't want you guys to come back together. They don't want you to be neglected, feel abandoned, or they don't want to do either. Either they don't want to feel this way, or they don't want to put you through that. If they did that, okay, you're definitely their Queen of Pentacles, somebody that holds the fort down. You got your shit together. You are the essence of a mother for them. Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo could be relevant as well. If somebody's very nurturing, caring, you guys could have children, or they want you to be the mother of their children. Like Daniel love you to bits, okay? Something about like they don't want you to suffer anymore, and they don't want to suffer anymore as well. So they're coming to get you, okay? This break is over, okay? Now for the rest of everybody that's watching, we got 1414. Please look that up. That is angel number for somebody, okay? Some of you guys could be earth angels. If you know, you know. We got anxiety. That is the last specific energy here of the message. And somebody went through anxiety, you or them, and I feel like you just need to have a talk, okay? All of the anxiety will be washed away, I promise you, okay? I feel like a lot of people have been involved trying to create chaos, but not this time around. Okay, we got this one here. Blessing is owed to you or anyone that has suffered anxiety due to this connection, okay? So for the rest of the collective here, for some of you guys, for all of you guys, you are going to hear from them or hear a message. Phone call, text, email, letter by animals. You get it. You're about to post mail. You're about to hear from them. Okay, that's for everyone. A lot of you guys, there's also going to be a discussion about a decision that needs to be made. There's also going to be a discussion about feeling left behind, leaving you behind. Okay, I really do sense the energy of vulnerability, opening up and crying. Yeah. When you do this, the burden that you guys felt or they even felt is going to be lifted. You guys are going to get recognized. You guys are going to get to this of feeling like you're seen, heard, peace. Okay, Aquarius could also be relevant. Okay, you're going to feel like you are having a vessel of your own to give and to receive. I love this. Listen, don't let me cry. It's been tough. I feel like what you've been through, it's been fucking hell. Everybody involved, what you've been through, what you've seen, what you heard, vice versa. Like it's a lot of poppy tears. Okay, now we got this one here. You are being watched spiritually, but you're also being watched by other people. I.e., like I said, with the freaking cousin situation, still gonna watch, still gonna observe, still gonna stalk, still gonna be annoyance. Okay, you also got other people that are going to watch on behalf of you, so no more of that bullshit happening. That could be spiritually. For instance, like I said, your person will set boundaries with people that are hating on you. Those people will be watching you, but your person will also be watching them. Like, don't do too much on my soulmate, not too much on my soulmate. Okay, and that's the entire situation in itself. But I feel like this is the outcome, because the people in place for you and them within this connection, it's chaotic. Okay, I don't know why I said in the other readings. If it makes sense to you, I feel like your journey has been fucking long. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so let's do a final advice card for everybody. Okay. A lot of you guys are gonna get into something creative, or maybe you need to channel it into something creative. For instance, because it's been a lot. Like, listen to the song in itself. Okay, watch the other readings. The energy hasn't been the best. This is not the type of like we had an argument, we don't talk, we're back together a month later, a year later, sparks are flying. No, this is like so much commotion and hearsay and tit for tat and envy and jealousy. It's a lot, okay? This is not like you're gonna get over it over like a night. There needs to be a lot of communication, a lot of boundaries, a lot of like, we need to be in this together or we need to be separate, okay? Because the hateration is still going to be there. I'm not gonna lie. The envy and jealousy is gonna be there, and I feel like it's gonna be more when you guys implement boundaries. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Taurus could be relevant. Saggy could be relevant. What I do know is that whoever is soulmates in terms of love, your guys' love is bigger than every other dramatic bullshit that's taking place. But it's gonna be hard to navigate if you're not strong in who you are, which I feel like that is the case. Okay? Because love does overwin and overcome. And I'm gonna stick beside it, okay? That's it. Some of you guys also have I mean, everybody has angels, but if you guys are like, I know, twin flames, maybe you're into spirituality, you could have like specific angels also guarding this connection as well. So for instance, like if they're watching you, your angels are watching them, okay? So that's it. We're gonna drink to that, okay? Thank you for watching, collective. Let's do a little initials and I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I am gonna post this on the 10th. Okay, I'm filming this on the 9th though. Okay, I do feel like there's gonna be like a feminine type of blowout, like a like I don't know if it already happened or it's gonna take place, but there's gonna be like a female crash out. Okay, so somebody saying it could be Heidi, somebody saying it could be Sarah, something about being a habitual liar, something about being bait, okay, something about racing, okay, like driving race cars, something about being a lesbian could be relevant, okay, something about feeling safe, not being safe, needing to protect, somebody saying it could be Fayad, okay, something about far away, feel like something is far, wishing that somebody could also suffer from depression. Like the anxiety could have been so real and so deep that somebody wanted to like leave this planet. Okay, so like I said, for some of you guys, the boundaries with the people that has implemented all this chaos, I need to cut them off. Like it's not worth it to have like a civilized conversation, because I feel like they won't get it. Okay, something about rising again from the ashes. Phoenix rising is very prominent when it comes to you guys. Something about liaisons. Somebody think it could be Leah. Something about be fucking for real. Okay, there's definitely going to be a blowout, like an argument between two feminine stuff for sure, if it hasn't already taken place. Something about being a rat, okay, or year of the rat could be relevant. Denver, Denmark, Daphne. Somebody could feel stupid, ignorant, silly. Something about being daft. Maybe somebody will shame somebody's intellect. Something about being fat. Okay, there's body shaming, there's intellectual shaming. Yeah. You were right about something. Hold up. Collective, we're about to wrap it up. I feel like somebody also want to surprise, do some, yeah, somebody wanted to pull some bullshit and say, I did it for justice, you know? Somebody could be narcissistic though, I'm not gonna lie. Because somebody's gonna be like, oh, I did it, for instance, the whole cousin thing as an example again. They're gonna be like, well, I did it for Daniel, right? But the thing is, they were selfish. They were thinking of themselves and what they could have gained from Daniel not dealing with you. Okay, somebody's very narcissistic or has narcissistic tendencies, you know. And somebody else is gonna come in and be like, this is unfair, this is not right, okay, I want justice. A lot of, you know, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a lot of, let me filming crazy, but it's a lot of that, okay, a lot of that. And I'm gonna note for you guys, I'm about to wrap it up, and see you in the next reading.